With what weapons will Ukraine defeat Russia? Not long ago, names like Javelin and Bayraktar became known around the world and have gained so much popularity that many children have already been given names in their honor of the defense of right and freedom. Let's start with an overview of Bayraktar. The Bayraktar TB2 is a striking operational tactical unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, being developed in Turkey. Weighing 650 kilograms, it can reach speeds of up to 200 kilometers per hour and an altitude of over 8 kilometers. Depending on the type of vehicle, the range varies from 150 to 300 kilometers. Bayraktar drop bombs and guided anti-tank missiles. At the same time, the drone can be in flight for 24 hours. Reconnaissance drones Bayraktar TB2 can destroy everything. For example, a variety of anti-aircraft missile systems such as Grad or Buk, as well as tanks and entire columns of equipment. Even with an older version, which has a range of 150 kilometers, it's possible to be constantly on duty in the air and quickly move out to launch a missile when a target has been detected. One Bayraktar can carry 2 guided anti-tank missiles, UMTAS, laser-guided and launch range 0.5 to 8 kilometers, or 4 Rokutsan MAMC, Bozok or Rokutsan MAML, capable of engaging standing and moving targets up to 8 kilometers away. Because of their characteristics, these drones are extremely dangerous for the enemy army. Bayraktars are fast, light, maneuverable, deadly, and easy to control. These scouting and strike drones are extremely difficult for the invaders to neutralize because they're literally impossible to detect. The FGM-148 Portable Anti-Tank System. Today we'll find out why it's dangerous for armored and wheeled vehicles. The FGM-148 Javelin is a US-made portable anti-tank guided missile which uses a medium-range shoot-and-forget missile system. Can have a maximum range of 2,500 meters. The missile has a small thermal imaging camera on its nose part and a fairly sophisticated computer that locks onto the target, so the missile follows it autonomously, even if it's moving. Meanwhile, the onboard computer tracks every move of the enemy target. The development of the Javelin anti-tank missile system began back in 1975, and it was supposed to be replaced by the M47 Dragon anti-tank missile system. The compact lightweight Javelin is ideally suited for single-soldier attack in any environment. The Javelin has been tested during combat operations in Afghanistan and Iraq by U.S. Marines, Special Forces, and their allies. 11 countries have chosen the Javelin to fight enemy armored vehicles. Ukraine is also among these countries. The Javelin can also be used against helicopters and ground combat positions. It's capable of hitting targets even in shelters or bunkers. The Stinger is also an American manned portable air defense system. MANPADS. They are developed by the American company General Dynamics. This MANPAD system is designed to engage air targets, aircraft, helicopters, UAVs, cruise missiles, as well as to engage surface and ground targets. Stingers are disposable and have a digital signaling processing system. In addition, the missile is equipped with a thermal homing head. The main characteristics and the idea of such a complex is easy targeting and high combat effectiveness. Any infantryman can quickly learn how to aim correctly, connect an argon battery to cool the thermal seeker, and fire it. It's believed that the advent of the Stinger MANPADS had a serious impact on the course of the Afghan war and significantly worsened the situation of the Soviet troops. It was largely due to the Afghan war that the FIM-92 Stinger MANPADS became the most famous manned portable air defense system in the world. In the USSR and later in Russia, this weapon became a real symbol of that war. It appeared in literature. Stingers started to be actively used during the Cold War I, and over the years, MANPADS have become legendary. In addition, the Stinger remains the only MANPAD in service with the U.S. Army. Negotiations are also underway for the transfer of Zuzana 2 machinery. The Zuzana 2 is a howitzer that's based on a 4-axle chassis, the platform of which is given for the installation of the turret. The fighting compartment is as automated as possible. The crew is not in contact with ammunition and the gun. It also has combined day-night instruments for observation and direct fire. The fire control system is interfaced with communications and can use digital maps of the terrain. Calculation of data for firing is automatic. Minimum firing range is 4 kilometers. The maximum range with active rocket launches is 41 kilometers, and it can be in fire barrage mode, sending several shells on different trajectories towards the same target. For self-defense, the vehicle carries a 12.7mm machine gun and a set of smoke grenade launchers. These artillery systems are used in the armies of Poland, the Czech Republic, and Georgia. There should also appear S-300 surface-to-air missile system, designed to defend large industrial and administrative facilities, military bases, and control centers from attacks of enemy air and space forces, capable of engaging ballistic and aerodynamic targets. It became the first multi-channel surface-to-air missile system, capable of tracking up to 6 targets with each complex STAM and aiming at them up to 12 missiles. The S-300 surface-to-air missile systems, also used as air defense systems, provide security against air attack over an area of tens of thousands of square kilometers. In such an autonomous combat operations, an anti-aircraft missile system carries out detection of targets by its own homing radar 5N63 and low-altitude detector 5N66 in the sectors of autonomous search, thus providing absolute autonomy of radar tools for creation of active defense. Great Britain wants to send Ukraine an armored vehicle Mastiff, which is actively used by military patrols. It accommodates 8 soldiers as well as 2 crew members. This military vehicle has a solid armor and 6 wheels at once provide good cross-country mobility and control. The Mastiff has a top speed of 90 km per hour and can be armed with 7.62mm or 12.7mm machine gun and a 40mm automatic grenade launcher. The armored vehicle uses Bowman Tactical Communication System and electronic countermeasures to provide against message interception. Additional features include explosion protective seats that can be folded down to carry weapons and valuable cargo to save space when passengers are not present. Ukraine also received the M982 Excalibur, originally XM982, a 150mm guided active-reactive shell ARS with an extended range launched from the howitza's barrel. The Excalibur is GPS guided and can hit targets up to 60 kilometers away. And in December 2020, during tests, the US Army successfully hit the target at a distance of 70 kilometers. The weight of the projectile is 44 kilograms. The experience of use in Iraq has shown high efficiency and accuracy of the weapon. 92% hits were within accuracy of less than 4 meters, and at the same time had the ability to hit moving targets with smart versions of the ammunition. The cost of one projectile, depending on the modification, may reach more than $200,000. Among the weapons the US has supplied to Ukraine, there is a kamikaze drone, Switchblade. It's equipped with sensors that help to detect enemy fighters and a warhead that allows remote blasting, which is especially useful when attacking inaccessible places from the ground, such as the roofs of buildings. A big advantage of these drones is also that you can learn to use them for up to 2 days. The Switchblade drone is equipped with cameras, guidance systems, and warheads and can reach speeds of up to 100 kilometers per hour. The drone uses real-time GPS coordinates and video to quickly and accurately identify the target and inflict maximum damage. The operator can quickly launch the drone, select a target, and run UAV directly at it. This happens quickly enough and at a safe distance for the operator. And quite recently, Ukraine has been supplied with MiG-29 fighters, one of the world's most widespread 4th-generation light fighters designed to destroy with missiles and onboard cannon fire of all types of aerial targets in simple and difficult weather conditions in free space and on the ground, as well as interference conditions situation, as well as to engage ground targets using unguided weapons in visual range conditions. The fighter is equipped with a powerful armament, which includes 2 medium-range missiles R-27 made in Kiev plant Artem, capable of engaging air targets at ranges up to 80 kilometers, and for all-angle, meaning those that can capture the enemy's aircraft in any position and at difficult maneuvers. Short-range R-60M and R-73. The sight for them for the first time in the world was placed directly on the helmet of the pilot. The one would only have to turn his head towards the enemy and press the start button. After that, the pilot can leave the worry that there was an enemy in that direction, because the smart missile works by the principle shoot, forget. After the start, it finds and destroys the enemy aircraft. The 30mm cannon is capable of firing 1,500 powerful shells per minute, one hit being enough to destroy a fighter jet. Watch more videos on our channel, and thank you for watching.